The pros and the cons of moving to Nashville, Tennessee. So, okay, you're on YouTube trolling videos and you're thinking about moving to Nashville, Tennessee or living in Nashville, Tennessee. If you're toying with that question, this video is definitely for you. My name is Lorene Hetherington and I have the pleasure of leading a team of luxury agents who specialize in selling Nashville homes for sale. So we are all about helping you buy a house, get a fresh start, and live your best life yet. We love Nashville, Tennessee because again, this is our wheelhouse. This is where we live and specialize, but Nashville is not for everyone. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into the pros and a few cons of living in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's begin with the pros. The number one pro, I truly believe, and I know this sounds hokey, but if you're here, you will experience that people here are genuinely nice. It is a true southern city. People are gracious, people are friendly, and a lot of people are moving here from all over the United States, and they are looking to make a fresh start. So consequently, they are friendly and they are kind. This is a city where people frequently open doors for one another. A church is a big deal. Finding a church as a foundation and a new family is a very big deal. So we find that people are very faithful here. Tends to be a more conservative state. And again, people are just nice and friendly. They're all looking to make a fresh start. So if you love talking to people, or maybe you want to force yourself to talk to people and get that fresh start, this is definitely a city for you. If nice people make you vomit, then this is not a place for you because it is a genuine, true southern city. The number two pro, there is no state income tax. Tennessee is one of 9 states that have absolutely no state income tax. This is a reason, of course, a lot of people tell us that they are moving here and moving their businesses to Nashville, Tennessee, simply to just keep more of what they earn and not give it all away to Uncle Sam. We've worked with several couples that have 2 homes, but they buy here in Nashville, Tennessee and keep this as their primary for tax reasons. Also, our property taxes are very low in comparison to houses in other parts of the country. The same price of home in California versus here in Nashville, we here in Nashville would pay about 1/3 of the price of property taxes in Cali. For New York, the same price house, taxes here are about half of what you pay for New York. And Texas, we have a ton of clients that we help move here to Nashville from Texas. Texas, you may not know, has the 6th highest property taxes. So that's why we get a lot of Texans moving here to Nashville. Lower taxes are a bonus and a very attractive reason to move to Nashville. Pro number 3, our weather here is amazing. Of course, gorgeous and sunny here today. It's just the beginning of fall 2023. The rolling hills, a lot of people just take drives over the weekend to take in the rolling hills and to go for runs or bikes or hiking trails. The weather cooperates with a lot of outdoor activities. The summer here in Tennessee is hot and humid. Nashville has an average humidity levels in the low 70s. As far as temperature though, just to give you some baselines, in July, our average high temperature is 90, lows are 70. In the winter, our highs are 60 to 65. We do get an average of about 4 inches of snowfall a year. If it happens, I just want to warn you, stores shut down, grocery stores shut down, schools shut down, because our city services here simply don't know how to handle snow because we get it so rare. We honestly just don't have the snow equipment. So if you're moving here from another state, say Nebraska or Chicago, Illinois, or any of the places that tend to see a little bit more winter weather, you're going to be pleasantly surprised because we get a tiny bit of snow, it melts the next day, but we have true 4 seasons here in Nashville. Another pro, there are tons of things to do. Nashville, Tennessee is called Music City for a reason. We have a ton of country music stars in the area, so lots of country music, but it's not just country music. We have great live music, rock and roll, smaller venues, music on the street all the time, and of course, huge outdoor festivals about 9 months out of the year. Of course, the CMAs are here in Nashville, and then we have Broadway, where you can catch live music almost every single night of the week. Music is everywhere. We have a lot of singers and songwriters and creatives that live here, and it is a great place to collaborate. We also are great for foodies. Wonderful restaurants in town, just about whatever you would want, your heart would desire, you would be able to eat it here in Nashville. We have a lot of local and family-owned restaurants here, not so many big box chains. Number 5, great houses. Whatever you're looking for, door, there's a neighborhood for you here in Nashville, Tennessee. We have an amazing variety of housing in Nashville, Tennessee. Every place has its own personality and pros and cons. If you're young and single, perhaps you might want to take a look at the Gulch or Germantown or Berry Hill. These are all walkable areas for young people. If you have a family and schools are more important and you're in that time of life, you might want to look at the burbs, say Franklin or Brentwood, Mount Juliet or Nolensville, all have great school systems. We have all kinds of communities and all kinds of houses, ranging from those red brick Southern traditional homes to more modern homes. We see that great influence coming from LA, and you'll see a lot of modern styles here in Nashville. And lastly, great outdoor things to do. Tons of parks, places to hike, boating, lakes. People here get outdoors and enjoy. All right, let's get to the cons. We mentioned earlier there is no state income tax, but of course the government has to make up for that some way. So the government here in Nashville, Tennessee, we have a higher sales tax. So it's 7% sales tax across the state of Tennessee, but then each county has an additional tax to add on top of that for cars and homes and goods. Davidson County, where Nashville is, has an additional 2.25, so 2.25 tax. So if you live in Nashville and in Davidson County, you're going to pay that 7% plus an additional 2.25. So a total of 9.25% is what you're going to pay on sales tax. Another nearby county, Williamson County, which is where Brentwood and Franklin are located in Williamson County, that has an additional 2.75. So if you live in those areas, you're going to be out the door at about 9.75 sales tax on most things that you buy. There is a reduction on some of the things. Food is about 4%, so it's lower on that. So it's 4 plus 2.75, so you're out the door at 6.75% on food. And I know if that sounds really high to you, just keep in mind we do have a few tax-free holidays. So if you need to get the kids a computer or you're out shopping for furniture, just really keep in mind, be very conscious of those tax-free holidays, and that's when you're going to swoop in and make those major purchases. The number 2 con, there is basically no public transportation. This is a town where you're definitely going to need a car. Several clients that we've helped move here from Chicago or Cali or Washington, D.C., they were used to a much more public transportation. Of course, D.C. has a wonderful metro. Here in Nashville, we do not have that type of public transportation. So if you're moving here, you're definitely going to need a car. On that note, gas is cheaper though here in Nashville than in other parts of the country. Today, gas is $5.78 a gallon in California. Here in Nashville, gas is about $3.45 a gallon. So gas is cheaper and you're going to need a car. Number 3, there is no beach here. This is what a lot of our Cali buyers miss when they move to Nashville, Tennessee, is the fact that we simply do not have beaches here. We do have lakes and boating around, but no actual beach. If you're a beach person, well, most people head and hop on a plane and go to Charleston. Southwest has a non-stop flight here from Nashville. Another option that a lot of people here in Nashville go to is Destin, Florida. It's about a 7-hour drive. So if you need to get that beach fix, you're gonna have to hop on a plane or get in your car because we don't have one here. The number 4 con, traffic. It is definitely a thing here because Nashville is definitely an it city and a lot of people are moving here from all over, and it is leading to just more traffic in the Nashville area. Of course, this just depends on where you're coming from. We have buyers and sellers that are coming from New York, California, and Denver. And if you're coming from that, well, this is going to be a piece of cake here. The good news is there are a lot of major roads and options to get you to and from where you live. I-65 South, if you look at the map here, is what a lot of people use from Nashville to get to Brentwood or Franklin. I-65 North is what you would want to take if you live north of the city. There's another major highway, I-40, and that takes you to the west. And I-24 is very prevalent if you want to go to the south and to the east. So we have a lot of highways going in and out of Nashville. So if you live here, you will definitely find a workaround and additional ways to get where you're going. Traffic really depends on the time of the day. Traffic congestion here in Nashville is the heaviest between, well, the morning rush hour, 7:45 to 9. And then again, on the back end, the afternoon rush is around 4:30 to 6 p.m. So stagger your workday if you can, get into the office. And I just want to mention it's not standstill traffic, but it's slow going, bumper to bumper during those heavy traffic times. The number 5 con, housing prices. I can't tell you the number of people that we help relocate and move here to Nashville, Tennessee, that they think they're just going to be able to come in here and steal a house or get a huge mansion with a lot of land for $800,000. And unfortunately, that is not the case. Nashville is an it city and our home prices reflect that. For example, home prices have gone up and are staying there because we have so many people moving here to Nashville, Tennessee. So our real estate market market is stable. In the last weekend, I wrote 2 offers on 2 homes. Both of them went into multiple offers. So this is definitely, while we've had a slowdown in our housing market, it's not a place where you're going to come in and steal a great house. Our prices reflect the quality real estate that we are selling. So there you have it. Lots of pros and yes, a few cons if you're thinking about moving to Nashville, Tennessee or relocating to the Nashville, Tennessee area. We lead a team of real estate agents that specialize here in Nashville, Tennessee. So if you have any questions about moving to the area, we'd be so honored to hop on a phone call and tell you about the little different pockets of the city that you might want to explore. And of course, when you're coming to town to do that house tours, we would love the opportunity to just plan ahead, solidify some dates on the calendar, and we'll hop in the car and go see these amazing neighborhoods with the hopes of helping you buy a house, get a fresh start, and live your best life yet. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss fresh content. And thanks once again for tuning in. We'll see you next week.